I'm still going to use my personality cards, except sort of more so. No, I don't want to get Sunoo's view on himself. I want to get his view on the rest of the group. So I'm probably not going to use that. Let's see how Sunoo's feeling towards the rest of the group. What are his feelings towards the rest of the members? Okay, I figured. Okay, he feels a bit like an outsider. So when I saw To the Sea initially come out, I'm like, okay, he feels like there's a huge gap between him and some of the members, and that he's kind of floating further and further away. Then we have never-ending stories, similar to Enhypen's card of Round and Round, almost like kind of doing the same thing over and over, going back and forth, nothing changing, and it's the same story over and over again. Never-ending story. But it looks like Sunoo is sort of the one frustrated, and at least from his side, he's frustrated. He's tired of hearing it. He doesn't want to hear it. But he's also coming out again as the observer. Like, he watches everyone from behind. He doesn't, it's almost like he doesn't want to interfere anymore or doesn't want to be involved. We have Yin. He does have a form of positive view of them. But I think the positive view comes from when he's not directly involved. When he's looking on and looking towards them, he's like, oh, they're, they're really cool. There's a lot going on. And he kind of, I see he gets rejuvenated from watching them, from seeing how they interact, from even with Poise, kind of seeing their class, seeing how, whatever it is, there is an admiration from Sunoo towards the rest of the members. I'm not sure why he don't listen in. What else? Sunoo's point of view towards the rest of Enhypen. So the first card we have is the Hourglass. It says time is of the essence. Nothing else is really coming out of this deck, so I'm going to go ahead and switch to another one. So far, Sunoo doesn't really have much going on. At least nothing negative. So far, he's just kind of like, outside of the nagging, he's very interested and what they got going on. It seems like there's a lot of inspiration that comes from the rest of the members to him. Okay. So we have the third chakra, Archangel Chamiel, the Thinking Man in reverse, Patience in reverse, and Hostilities upright. So, Sunoo, he feels like the group works harder and not smarter. As I say, now some other things are coming out. He feels like the group works harder and not smarter. He feels like that they're very impatient and they're very aggressive. I think that's possibly also why there is a distance. Like, he's kind of watching from the distance, and he's like, they look great while I'm not all up in their space, I guess. Or like, they look like they make sense when I'm not having to directly interact. But Angel of Love, Storm Warning. It's still bringing up something about Sunoo having some form of love life going on, or at least trying to initiate some form of love life that is going to bring about a lot of trouble within the group. something along those lines. Deceit, the thinking woman. This is a not. Why am I sitting here like, girl, I wouldn't even be able to tell y'all about who this woman is. But it's almost like, you know, I really feel like there is this annoyance about this romance thing again, because I don't know if there is a particular person that they're very aware of. Like, if this person is relevant and they're really aware of her, and he's like, I'm not even actually dating her. I don't know. Like, she's lying to y'all. Why do y'all believe that? Like, I don't know what it is, but it's something where it's a back and forth, and they're a match. And I feel like even though these cards before are still his feelings towards Enhypen as a whole, it also is showing me that there's him and this girl. Sunoo is not able to outsmart her, though. This thing is telling like 2 stories at one time. I wonder if he's with somebody in Lecefram. Because I wonder if that's... Ooh, I wonder if he with that girl, the bully girl in Lecefram. Seraphim or whatever. Let me see. I'm just a little nosy now. Hold on, y'all. Is Sunoo or anyone in Enhypen dating someone in Lecefram? Oh, no need to worry. Okay, never mind. It's not. It may not be nobody in Lecefram, but whoever it is, or whatever girl is around them, there's drama around them. That's all I can say. There's drama around Sunoo or the group and this other outside girl or potential girl. Feminine energy, whomever. But either way, also it's like he's like there is this sense of looking down on the rest of the members. There is a sense. Now it doesn't feel as harsh as the way the cards from the group towards him feels. It kind of feels more like a relaxed, kind of like, y'all know y'all really doing too much, and it's not gonna help. I don't know why y'all believe in them when they say, you know, if you do this and do that, you're gonna make it. Like, you know, that's not how it works. Like, it's just kind of like, it's not gonna be that easy. It's just weird. It's just like calm sort of energy that is behind him, where he's just pretty chill, but he's also like, yeah, I'm gonna do what I want because y'all gonna do what y'all want, or y'all acting a certain way, or y'all doing so much and it's not helping. It's not helping. So I'm gonna just go over here. I'm not gonna participate in that. That's just wasted energy. It's that kind of thing. And it's like, it's not, at least so far that I feel from Sunoo, it's not with intentions to be a type of way, but he just doesn't see a point in a few things. Also, I do see with this hostilities, you know, let me know if they do get physically rough with him. But I'm seeing that's what it's showing, like, you know, grabbing collars, kind of rough. Not really like swinging, but, you know, rough. And if they do get rough and aggressive with him, it's like kind of like, that's also when there's this sort of, you know what, I'm gonna just go do me. I'm gonna just go do what I'm gonna do. And y'all got it. Kind of energy coming on. It could be that, but sometimes also they will go all out. Okay, let me use one more deck to kind of check on Sunoo's thoughts of the group or towards the group. Whatever, it's going to come out how it come out. So lastly, Sunoo's thoughts towards the group. Discontent and boredom, which we were kind of, like I was explaining. We have movement, choices, and decisions. Like I said, that there was going to be a point where they press Sunoo about things, and they're like, hey, you're going to have to decide. You're going to have to make these type of decisions. You're going to have to change this or that. You're going to have to do one or the other. Something's got to give. Hope. Honestly, this is kind of giving, let's see, truth. Truth came out before, and I think it was in reverse over here. Truth be told. Now the truth is in reverse from Sunoo's point, because he's not okay. There's still more things about Sunoo that is very hidden, and he will, even if he has to lie, he's going to do what he can to pacify the situation. Yep, he's going to do what he can to pacify the situation until things pass over. We also have the crown chakra here. He's a lot smarter than he lets on that he is. But he is spiritually blocked. Yep, even his intuition. Yeah. Third eye chakra in reverse, intuition in reverse. He is a lot smarter than he lets himself appear to be. But he's blocking himself spiritually. He is absolutely blocking himself spiritually. I'm not sure what his intentions are or what's really going on. Material and spiritual prosperity. So like I was saying before, at least how Enhypen was seeing him, that there are times that he's just like, he's so for himself that nothing and no one else matters. And so when I was saying I don't know what his intentions are, the card for material and spiritual prosperity comes out. Yeah, he wants for himself to succeed. But material harvest is in reverse. So he's not going to do that. He's not going to be successful if he keeps, yep, choose wisely is in reverse, and so is memories of love. If he keeps ruining his relationship with the rest of the members, and I'm not saying the members are not at fault for the things that they've done, because they absolutely are. But what's going on is there is a sense of the members versus him. And there is some mending that he needs to do as well. Whether he's in the right or the wrong, which unfortunately he can be in either one. He can be absolutely right and they can be absolutely wrong. But the fact of the matter is he is not the majority. So in order for him to be successful, he's going to have to appeal to them. Period. But I'm not saying either one is in the right or the wrong, because both can be in the wrong at the same time. It's just that group of wrong is more than this one. Okay? So, yeah, I don't know how many members is in the group, but let's say 7. So it's 7 or 8. It's 7 other members who are wrong, but they're saying, you know, they're looking at you crazy. So he's going to have to appeal to them regardless if he's right or wrong. And so we have choose wisely here in reverse, and memories of love in reverse. So if he does not fix or mend whatever issues he has with the rest of the members, he's not going to reap the harvest that he wants. That doesn't mean he won't be successful, but whatever he's seeking, he's not going to find, or he will never find satisfaction in it. Power is also in reverse at the bottom of my deck, meaning he's going to lose power the longer he holds out and doesn't actively try to change. This does not work in Sunoo's favor. So him lying or being deceitful about these changes, it's not going to work in his favor. It's not. Alright, so lastly, I am going to pull some tarot cards just to see kind of what we get for, let's say, what's to come from, for his relationship with the rest of the Enhypen members in the future. At least from his point of view. Alrighty. What's next for Sunoo and his relationship dynamic with the rest of the group? Oh. So, you guys know the way I was saying before, where we left off on Enhypen. I may make this into 2 separate readings. I'm not sure. But how we left off on Enhypen, and kind of their cards were saying that in the end he's going to kind of treat them to something as some form of repentance, and then he's going to sort of sit back and lament on all of the things that he's done wrong. He's going to reflect and all of that. Okay, so immediately starting off with his point of view of how it's going to end is we start off with my Knight of Pentacles, which is in reverse. So this is continuing these bad habits. He is going to continue to do what is not going to serve him. He's going to, or continue to do what will only serve him, which does not serve the rest of the members, and in the end does not serve him. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords. So yes, that we're gonna have this betrayal, we're gonna have these lies, this deceit. We are going to have just an all out, it could be even an argument, but it's not gonna end pretty. The Chariot in reverse. Ooh. The Lovers. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. It's a lot of women who are around here. It's a lot of women I'm seeing. There is an issue with him being like a serial dater. Like, they're gonna fall out. Like, we told you to stop. You said you were gonna stop. You was gonna cut the shit. You know what I'm saying? You were gonna cut it. You were gonna cut this. You're still gone. You got, you know, boy. Yeah, I still see this sense of brattiness that comes out again. A sense of like, I'm gonna do what I want. And almost like him getting kicked out the house in a sense. Like, it's like literally almost like, I don't know, where you can't stay here, or you know, it's something like that. But either way, and it doesn't have to be a literal kicked out the house, but it can be sort of like an ostracization. And I don't know when this is going to be, when this is going to be applied, if it even will. Remember, take all readings with a grain of salt. This is for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, there is going to be issues again. And but in the end, I see Sunoo still pretty much being for him. He ends up with the Six of Wands. He's put that crown back on his head. He's holding his head held high. He's still proud of himself. So it's really, there's really nothing that I'm seeing with them either breaking through to him, or I guess the ego going away. Is he like one of the most popular members? Please let me know. Please let me know, because I don't know what this energy is. Because at first it seemed very, very soft, and it's still very soft energy, but it's very selfish energy. Yeah. Hey, but that's all I have. On Sunoo's end, he still sees himself being on top or rising to the top. Potential serial dater. It's alleged for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, and I think honestly, so far it looks like that's one of their biggest issues. Their biggest issues is them potentially being caught out here with any of these people. But let me know what you guys thought. Let me know about how you guys see their relationship or their relationship dynamics. Like I said, I really don't know anything about these members, so I would really love to know what your opinions are, how you guys view them. Again, I guess I didn't really go too much into, there may be some, potential bullying from the potential. Well, I shouldn't say that word, but anyway, let me know what you guys think. I hope to see you guys again next time in the Lion's Den. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, to the Lion's Den Tarot. Check out my Twitter. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more videos like this. And I hope to see, I hope to see you guys again next time in the Lion's Den. Bye bye.